With the power of Tandem HR, you are in the fast lane on Main Street with Get Down to Business with Shalom Klein, the show for business and jobs. Now, the champion of networking, the advocate of jobs, the guru of business, your host, Shalom Klein.
The critical ingredient is getting off your butt and doing something. It's as simple as that. A lot of people have ideas, but there are few who decide to do something about them now. Not tomorrow, not next week, but today. The true entrepreneur is a doer, not a dreamer. We are all about small business, jobs, and entrepreneurship. And business, we talk a lot about business here. You're on with Get Down to Business, and I'm your host, Shalom Klein. Remember, you can always download podcasts from Get Down to Business on my website at shalomklein.com. And while you are there, don't forget to follow me on Twitter at Shalom Klein. Get Down to Business is powered by Tandem HR, your solution center. You can find them at tandemhr.com or call 630-928-0510. Once again, that's 630-928-0510. You could also email them, simplify at tandemhr.com. This week, we will be joined by guests Eugene Shlyakhta from BreathSlim, John Fiegel from Tandem HR, Chris Everett from Everett Wealth Solutions, and Amy Daniels from Vistage. So we talk a lot about entrepreneurship on this show, and we talk a lot about people that are making a difference, people that are taking an idea, turning it into a reality. And our first guest this week on Get Down to Business is a fellow who really is making his idea and turning it into a reality. We're on with Eugene Shlyakhta from BreathSlim. Thank you for joining us on Get Down to Business.
Thank you for having me.
So, Eugene, tell us about your company and your product.
Absolutely. Well, BreathSlim, it's a company headquartered here in Chicago. We're up north in Buffalo Grove. The product itself, it's a respiratory training system. Originally actually developed about 15 years ago, and originally it wasn't even called BreathSlim. It was developed by a doctor named Dr. Frolov. It was developed in Russia overseas, and at first it was developed primarily for treatment of asthma and other respiratory conditions. Dr. Frolov himself actually had asthma, and at the time there was really nothing on the market that he could use to sort of improve his breathing, improve his respiratory system. And so he kind of was the guinea pig, so to speak, and developed the product on himself and released it. And we did quite well with the original device. It was called Frolov's Respiratory Training Device. Sold about 6 million units worldwide and got really, really overwhelmingly positive feedback. And from that, BreathSlim was derived. It was altered. It was modified. The original device was modified to what it is today. And about 2011, 2012 is when we released BreathSlim as a respiratory trainer here in the United States.
And I want to get back to your success story in a moment, but this week we're going to be talking, as I mentioned, with quite a few business leaders that are making a difference, but people that really want to talk about developing ideas, developing leaders. And in the course of development, you don't always only have success stories. Sometimes you have some roadblocks and some speed bumps along the way. And you mentioned that sort of a branding change along the way. Do you mind telling us about that?
Sure. So originally, when we released BreathSlim in the United States, we branded it as a weight loss device. As I said, we had overwhelmingly positive success with the original device, and a lot of the feedback that came through was people losing weight. And that's due to the fact that oxygen is actually the number one fat burner in the body. Fats burn through the process of oxidation. So essentially, when you use a respiratory trainer, you increase your oxygen levels, and some of that goes to fat burning. So we thought, hey, listen, there's kind of a problem in the United States with fat and people being obese. This is kind of a no-brainer. But unfortunately, when we released BreathSlim, as a weight loss device, branded it strictly as a weight loss device, marketed, sold it as a weight loss device, we did not get the feedback that we hoped for. And that's mostly due to the fact that people that are looking for weight loss methods, they're extremely skeptical to new methods of weight loss. They are also looking for a quick fix. Unfortunately, a lot of the people that are obese are still believing in the fact that, hey, you can pop a pill and wake up, a few pounds lighter. Unfortunately, you and I both know that's just not the case. So our product does take some discipline. It does take some, time and effort. You have to use it for 20 minutes a day. And, people in the weight loss demographic, they weren't buying into that.
And of course, before the end of the show, we'll make sure that you have an opportunity to sort of share your website so people can check out the product. But disclaimer: you're not going to have overnight results. But I know, Eugene, you actually did something really nice. You dropped off before the show. You dropped off a package of BreathSlim, and it is pretty fascinating. It's pretty cool. So we'll tell you some more about that. But really, every successful entrepreneur that I know. And I talk to a lot of people through our events and programs that I put on for the business community. They admit their challenges and they learn from those challenges and learn to become a better entrepreneur. And you certainly seem to be the type of guy that's becoming a great entrepreneur. And I'm confident we're going to be hearing about your business and entrepreneurial successes on this show and around in the Chicagoland market. So, Eugene, is most of your business done online these days?
It is. We have certain select few retail locations that sell our device, but it's mostly all e-commerce. We obviously from our website, breathslim.com, also online vendors. Amazon buys directly from us, so as well as dozens of other online distributors.
What's it like to not know your customers?
Yeah, I mean, it's a challenge. I mean, with a new and a unique device, you kind of learn as you go. And just like with learning that weight loss was not the right way to brand it, you learn your customer and you kind of have to shape it and mold it and shape your approach and how you market to those customers.
And are you typically selling these products one-off, or are you selling them perhaps in bulk, maybe even as gifts and things like that to in larger quantities as well?
Well, majority of our business is wholesale, so very little of our business comes from individual units. Obviously, with time and brand recognition, that we hope will increase. But majority of our business right now is done through B2B, and that's obviously wholesale. That's the quantity. So
who are the key strategic partners for you? Who are the people that sort of can really make a difference in? For BreathSlim, trying to get the word out? Is it doctors? Is it people in healthcare?
It's medical influencers. So obviously, Dr. Oz would be a fantastic connection. And
Dr. Oz, are you listening? Tune in to Get Down to Business.
Yes. But people on a smaller scale of Dr. Oz. We have a gentleman by the name of Dr. Circus that promotes and loves our product, uses it daily himself. And he's very well known in sort of the natural medicine community. But yeah, it's doctors, it's influencers, it's fitness experts that really understand the importance of proper debreathing and what a healthy respiratory system can do for different parts of your body.
So it sounds like developing those key influencers, as you called it, but those key referral sources, key partners in the business have sort of been a game changer for you in terms of making it so you don't need to sell one-off products, but so you're really reaching many, many more people in one shot.
Correct.
That's great, and that's, I think, a lesson hopefully that some of our listeners might be able to put into practice in their business, even in your job search, if you might still be in transition. When I plan an event, I could go to 100 people if I want to have 100 people at the event, and I could invite people and beg people to come. Will you come? Will you come? Register online. Or I could find 5 influencers. I could find 5 people that really can fill the room, pack the room, because they just know everybody. They're incredibly well connected. They have a great reputation, and it sounds like in business that's a key tool or strategy that you can use. Are there before we get to sort of your website, is there any other key advice that you have for young entrepreneurs that might be out there trying to develop their idea and turn it into a reality?
Just be persistent, be passionate. Really, if you don't have passion and understanding and love for what you're selling, I mean, we're all selling something. But if you truly don't believe in it, it will resonate to the people that you're selling the product to. So that belief and that confidence is really key.
That's great. And if I'm not mistaken, you work with family as well in your business?
Yes. Actually, my father was involved with the original device Frolofs, as I mentioned. He was involved with the inventor. He was involved with bringing the device over here stateside. So, and he's still very much involved in BreathSlim. And so, yeah.
But you're the one, next generation, taking it to the next level. You're your dad's retirement plan,
Exactly.
which is great.
Exactly.
So, Eugene, we're talking with Eugene Shlyakhta from BreathSlim. Eugene, we've got just under a minute remaining. How can people learn more about the product? How can people become the key influencer for you? And how can people even buy your product online?
So there's a couple of ways you can learn about the product. Obviously, our website is designed to be very informative, but easy to understand. The product it's very scientific and medical in nature, but I think our website, www.breathslim.com, that's BREATHSLIM.com, it does a very good job of sort of breaking it down in simple terms. So customers are more than welcome to log on the website.
Fantastic. Eugene Shlyakhta from BreathSlim, thanks for joining us on Get Down to Business. Check out his website, breathslim.com. You can join me for business, networking, entrepreneurship, education on October 30th at our free Business and Employment Expo. It's called The Business Event. You can find out more information and download podcasts from Get Down to Business on my website at shalomklein.com. After the break, we're continuing our conversation about entrepreneurship. Tune in.